Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about Atoms Plus. The major differentiation between Atoms and Atoms Plus is that with Atoms Plus comes with a two-way texting, meaning patients are getting messages and patients can respond to those messages. So up until now, if the patient will respond to appointment confirmation saying, "Can't make it, can we do the same time tomorrow?" you're not going to be able to see that email, let alone reply. So with us, all we need to do is open up this confirmation quadrant, click on this button. Patient respond, "Can't make it, can we do the same tomorrow?" All you need to reply is, "Sure, see you then." And we're going to send out that patient text message. Anytime the patient responds with a COI or an affirmative, we're automatically going to mark that confirmed in your practice management software in eThomas, as well as appointment confirmation via phone, as well as email. Those are automatically written in directly into your calendar. The next thing that we have is our SMS inbox. The SMS inbox is all incoming text messages that are not related to appointment confirmation. So from here, we have two features that are enabled with Atoms Plus that were not available with Atoms. The first is our day of reminders. Unfortunately, the industry standard has a problem with no-shows. Patients, unfortunately, even if they have confirmed their appointment, they simply do not remember. They don't show up to their appointment. This is an industry-wide problem. So in order to reduce the no-shows, we send out an additional day of reminders. So even though the patient is already marked confirmed within the practice management software, we are still going to send them out a day of reminder, an hour, hour and a half before each individually scheduled appointment. Okay, the reason being, again, just a gentle reminder to show them to show up to their appointment. Patients can respond, they don't need to. And now with our two-way platform, we also have a audio notification. When a new message comes in, we push that directly to the screen. So as long as you're logged into Atoms Plus in the background, you never have to worry about missing a message. We have a pop-up notification, we have an order notification, we have our alert section here. So we notify you in three ways when a new message comes in to that practice. You do not have to worry about going in and manually pulling them. We push those notifications directly to your attention. The next thing that we have over here is birthday messages. The day of a patient's birthday, rise or shine, we're automatically going to send them out that birthday, and the patients absolutely love it. How do we know? We know because they respond. "Thank you so much for remembering. Wow, I can't believe you guys remembered. When can you see me in for an adjustment?" and so on and so forth. All you need to do is respond. "Our pleasure," whatever you guys want. Send the text, and boom, you guys are done. The next thing that we have from our dashboard is the unconfirmed schedule breakdown. When we click on this button, this brings up to tomorrow's appointments, but it brings down only the patients who have yet to confirm their appointments. The reason being, we now have to pick up the phone and manually confirm them. So we give you all their contact information, their home, their work, their cell, whatever it is. You get that patient on the phone, you can get them confirmed. You click on this button, confirm now, and that's going to automatically write it confirmed directly into your eThomas. With Atoms Plus comes our communication center. The communication center is a very surgical approach to communicating with your patients. Just to grab some data here. It's now showing me that there are 11 patients. I could then filter out based on procedure type and or provider. These are only the procedures and the providers that are on the schedule. If one provider calls in sick and you can't cover for he or she, we're able to contact just that provider's schedule. If one of your operatories, one of your machines goes down, we're able to contact the patients who are coming in for that procedure and let them know. In case of an emergency closure, we can email, text, as well as send a voice call to all patients. Notice the graphics, everything is branded for your practice with Atoms Plus. We also have the ability to send out automated messages based on procedures. So for example, if it's a new patient that comes into your practice, we're able to send them out an email and a text thanking them for choosing the practice. If they have any questions, you let them know. If there's, we spoke about the emergency closures, if there's a snow day, all you have to do is, again, just from the comfort of any mobile device connected, all you need to do is just contact that schedule for today and send out those messages to the patients. As well as any patient who missed their appointment can get an email and a text saying, "Oops, sorry that we missed your appointment." And we can click on the online schedule to schedule their appointments. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. The next thing that I want to talk about is the digital forms. what we're able to do is we're able to customize all the forms that you have in your practice, which are paper, and digitalize them by bringing them into our system. So all you need to do is just simply customize the forms, whatever it might be: patient registration, medical history, insurance, HIPAA acknowledgement, and all of this is read-write access. Anything that we have a corresponding field in Genius, we're going to write that back into. Otherwise, we're going to save the entire form as a PDF. Just to show you how the patients will be able to get that form, it's very, very simple. Here, all you need to do is to check in the patient, click on the Forms button. It shows the last time that patient filled out a form, which is very empowering. If a patient just filled out the medical history last week, you don't need to fill that again. You could create a link. We also could register a tablet for the device for the practice, which is a check-in device. We could email, text this link to the patient, as well as they could scan this QR code, which enables them to send out the forms to the patient in a convenient and concise manner. With our timeline, you could see which messages were set up. Here we have an early reminder, that's just to save the date a week before. We have a confirmation going 3 days out, and the confirmation is all Tuesday out. We have a voice confirmation going out one night before their appointment. We also have the same day reminders. We have pre-appointment, welcome patients, recalls, all done easily. You could edit which day you want. If I want to change this from 3 days to 2 days, all I need to just do, or here, save and close. That confirmation is already changed. Very simple, very easy. The system is also preloaded with seasonal e-cards, anything that you might need. So for example, everything could be set up as a timer. Here's Happy Holidays, another example, Father's Day, July 4th. Everything that you needed is preloaded into the system. We're also very much provider and procedure code driven, so we could send out pre-care and post-care instructions based on the individual procedure. If it might be different exercises, whatever it might be. Again, we are very much provider and procedure code driven. And with Atoms Plus comes the revolution of online scheduling. Online scheduling allows the patients to self-schedule their appointments at their convenience, recalls, standard appointments, but the office retains complete control over the online schedule availability. So the starting point is which procedures we want to make available. So let's just say, for example, new patient appointment. The next we do is the provider hours. So the starting point of the online schedule availability is going to be within your eThomas, your Genius schedule. There has to be availability in there in order to show it to the patients. But just because there is availability within the eThomas scheduler, we're never going to show it to the patient unless they select step number 2, the hours of the online schedule availability. So essentially, step number 2 is an override to the hours. The case in point being, you don't want patients schedule any time slot that they want. Early morning, late evening, prime time weekend slots. You don't want those to go to any random Joe off the street. Those will go to your prime time patients. So here in step number 2, you control the hours that the patient is available for the online scheduling. And as you notice in step number 1, everything is based off of the provider. Step number 3, we're adding which procedures are done to which providers. Not all procedures are done by the same docs. After that, we now add that into step number 4. How long you need for that individual procedure based on the doctor. So let's say, for example, it takes him 30 minutes, Dr. Page, to do this procedure, and it's always done in main room 6. So just to recap, we know A, who's available, we know B, when they're available for online scheduling, C, we know what procedures they're available based on the individual provider, how long you need for that individual how long you need for the individual procedure based on the provider, and last but not least, which column, which operatory, which resource to write that appointment into. We also have a blacklist feature which enables chronic cancers not to book appointments online. We also have a waitlist feature. Patients don't get the preferred time slot. We could add them onto our waitlist, a quick fill ASCP list, and so on and so forth. So just to recap, the main benefits of Atoms Plus are the two-way texting. The appointment confirmations have those replies. We have the day of appointment reminders. We have the digital forms. We have the online scheduler. We have the communication center. We can send out messages based on provider and procedure code, missed appointments, recalls, last-minute cancellations, emergency closures. We also have our unconfirmed schedule breakdown, which gives you all the contacts, all the patients that have yet to confirm their appointments with the appropriate contact information. Get that confirmation on the phone, confirm them, and boom, we're done.